What's good, YouTube? It's the Kid Uchi. Today I felt this to talk about this. It's been in my heart. I wanted to share this. You know, obviously, I did tell you guys I was gonna share some of my raw, uncut. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, should I really share this? You know what I'm saying? It's not really positive. So I was like, all right. So I was like, let me just share it anyway. So there's this job that I was looking into, and if most of you that know me know I like menswear, I like fashion, I like the style, and I love suits. So, you know, anyways, I applied for the job. Oh, snap, I got something on my nose. Oh, snap. Oh, shoot. Gotta get the alcohol pad. Anyways, I applied for this job. And of course, you know, you're in New York City, city of opportunity. But sometimes you gotta, Anyways, let me get to the point. I applied for this job, and I felt like this job, this company was the only company that's left on my mind that I see myself working for, and I just needed some money. You know what I'm saying? To get up out of my parents' house. Currently, right now, I was like, I'm gonna just go ahead and find this job and apply for this company, and at the same time go to school. Eventually, I did that. I applied, got through an interview, and I was excited. I was like, yeah, first interview, and I finessed it. I spoke well about myself, you know what I'm saying? So was digging me, you know how it goes. Then I got to a second interview. From a second interview, then I got to a third interview. From a third interview, you know what I'm saying? I had to play the game, gotta wait, you know what I'm saying? The waiting game, the suspense, you know. I get fake anxious, and it's just a term that, as people from the East Coast, specifically New York, we say fake, meaning like, like I kind of, sort of, was anxious, so when I say I fake got anxious, I kind of, sort of got anxious because, when it comes to suspense and like waiting, I just like, but anyways, I waited, right? So I was like happy because everything went well. I got to meet the top dog, but I was like, yo, what's going on? So I checked my email, and initially I applied for. I actually really didn't apply. I just that's a funny thing. I didn't apply, but I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying this, but y'all don't know who I'm talking about, so it doesn't even matter. But anyways, so I got the email and saying that, unfortunately, that's all I look for. I'll just look for unfortunately. If I see unfortunately, that's it. I don't need to read it. I don't need to read the rest. There's no need for me to read the rest. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny because one of my brothers just called me, and he was asking me. He was like, "Yo, have you ever heard of the level of consciousness?" I was like, "The what?" He said, "The level of consciousness." I thought it was a book. I thought it was a book, but it wasn't a book. It was actually a level of consciousness. It was actually a triangular, almost like a triangular diagram, and it just basically have levels of emotions and traits of the mind, of where you see yourself, you know, and, he basically was just encouraging me and things of that nature. And this is before I even got a chance to read the email. And he was encouraging me. He was letting me know, like, whatever you see yourself, whatever trait you see yourself in, man, just know that everything is going to be all right and everything is, and I really appreciate that. That's the shit I look for in men. You know what I'm saying? I don't look for like people telling me what they think I should do and all that, and if I don't do it, and they just go ghost. I look for shit like, I look for things like, like, yo, I got a source for you, something you can look into. I thought it was a book, and eventually, if it was a book, I was gonna read it, probably like after. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not on reading book mode right now. At least I'm not right now. But anyways, there was like, unfortunately, we would like to move on. You're not the candidate, and then we've got a chance to see other candidates and stuff like that. So the reason why I'm making this video again is just to share my experience. That's number one, because I feel like in order for me to be the product and the brand and the example, I feel like I just have to show, I feel like I'm obligated. I'm entitled. Like I have to show you guys the raw. Like, it's either that as I'm continuing this journey with YouTube, that I either be consistent or don't make videos at all. And if I'm gonna be consistent, you're gonna see the promised land. Like, yeah, the promised land. So my man just hit me up and was like, yo, just be encouraged or whatever, just in case. And it's funny because like when I saw that email, I felt like I was in the middle. I feel like I could either be upset about it or just be, all right, it's cool. I respect it. I'm not qualified. And I have to say something I have to accept. You know what I'm saying? I can't moan about it, whine about it. I mean, I can if I choose to, but I don't want to, because that's not gonna change the verdict. I have to accept the verdict, And this season I'm learning as an adult, as a grown man, the decisions that I make in my life, that I must accept the verdicts, the choices that I make, the things that come with the choices that I make, whether if I like it or not. And it creates a lot of it just creates a lot of, it don't create a lot of nothing. So let me just not say that. It just makes me feel more aware about myself. And I just wanted to share this for the fellas and, anybody who's watching, just like, yo, we're living in a competitive world. And if you feel like we're not living in a competitive world, you feel like you don't need to compete, then I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Because there's a world full of people, and within those people, you have people who are average, you have people who are qualified, and then you have people who are not qualified. And then you have the people who are competitive. And I can consider myself competitive in certain aspects. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and be like, yeah, I'm competitive all the way. Nah, there's some other things that I see myself and I'd be like, I can work on that. But just because you're competitive and you have that tenacity inside of you doesn't mean that you're qualified. You know what I mean? Like, there's different brands and different aesthetics. Not all aesthetics are the same from company to company. And you can be the most competitive, confident, but, if you don't fit that, their look, then it's just, you just don't fit their look. You know what I'm saying? Try your luck next time, but you just don't fit their look. So I accept that, and I just want to encourage you, like, yo, listen, man, like life is not over. And as I'm talking to you, I also feel like I'm talking to myself. Like life is not over. So you just have to find another way. You have to find another way. And then a lot of people say like, yo, and this is one of the things I wanted to talk about too, like plan Bs. All right, so what you gonna do next? Like, there's always, I feel like because I didn't get this opportunity, it doesn't mean that what's for me, it's not gonna come. It doesn't mean that at all. Because what's for me, it is gonna come. I just know that like, okay, what I wanted, that's not, they didn't want me. Just because what you want, and that's another thing too, like what you want, does it want you? Like, and that's another thing that like, yo, oh man, sorry guys, but it's bothering me. It's bothering me in a sense of like, damn, like, because I'm a very deep person. So when I look at just things and how it manifests in my life and how it ministers to me, it's just like, all right, so the job that I really wanted, they didn't want me. They didn't really want me. It didn't want me. It didn't see that I was qualified. It didn't think I was qualified at all for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? No matter how well I dress or whatever the case is, they didn't see that I was qualified. So that does not determine my value. So, and that doesn't determine your value. So don't get them mixed up just because somebody doesn't want you and you want that person, that it determines your value. Nah, it doesn't. It's just that you just don't fit it. And then sometimes it's like, all right, do we have to alter ourselves to make us fit? You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna get any deeper with it and deeper within this. But yeah, it's just something I just learned. I was like, wow. But comment, like, subscribe. It's the Kid Uchu. That's all I wanted to share with you guys, man. So be encouraged. Peace.